Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. A couple of days ago, a YouTuber that I watch uploaded a video called Habits that are helping me survive 2020 or something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure what the title was, but I watched it and I really liked the idea of it, so I wanted to post my own version of it. So I feel like a lot of people have been struggling with mental health, and the situation this year just doesn't make it any easier, and I thought that sharing the habits that I have formed that make me feel a little bit motivated might help you out as well. So I've split these habits into 3 different categories. We've got hobbies, we've got mindset, and then we've got a third category with just other random things that make me feel happy. First one is YouTube. So I want to split YouTube into 2 sections. We've got watching YouTube and creating content for YouTube. Watching YouTube, there's so many YouTubers that I watch, and I think watching videos that make me feel better and that make me think about a certain topic really does benefit my mindset and how I am feeling. Some of my favourite YouTubers include Kelly Stamps, Mike's Mike, and he is literally the funniest person on this platform and just out there in general. Like, you can't convince me otherwise. His videos are hilarious and I absolutely love his podcast as well, so you should definitely check that out too. It's called Jumping in an It's called Jumping in an Elevator, and yeah, it's really cool, really interesting and funny at the same time. Love it. We've got Unjaded Jade, Eve Cornwell, Jazzy Lee, Dustin, I'm gonna mess up his surname, Dustin Wong. I am so sorry, I know that I butchered his name there. Jack. I really enjoy watching Struthless as well. He has a lot of videos like drawing a character in 9 different styles. He also does a few motivational ones, some life lessons, all surrounding creativity, and one of my favourite channels, Frankie from Francesca, Grace, Byron. Some of my friends, you should check Shania out. I'll also put some more channels up on the screen so you can check them out if you want. Moving on to the second section of this category, creating content for YouTube takes up such a big chunk of my time and I honestly love it. I spend most of my days either planning, filming, or editing videos. Having YouTube has allowed me to at least keep that routine of me being able to work towards something. So next up, we've got being creative. Now, I have recently discovered my love for painting. It's something that I've wanted to try out for quite a while, but I always kind of just put it off because I know that I'm not a good artist, or I'm not that talented, or that I am just not good at drawing and painting. But what got me into it is painting on denim. For like over a year now, I've been just thinking to myself that I want to paint on denim. And then I made a video a few months ago where I painted my denim jacket. Then I painted jeans, and I started painting on clothes in general. And I wanted to practice my designs before actually putting them on material because I didn't want to waste the material and the paint, and I thought it would be better if I practiced on paper first. And I figured out that I really enjoy painting. I realised that the attitude I had before of like, I'm not good enough for this, is just the perfectionist inside me, thinking that if something's not perfect, it's not worth it, which is not true at all, and it is such a damaging thought. But yeah, it's something that I've been working on, and I feel like I've been working on that through painting. So other than painting, I've been doing a lot of creative things in general as well. I feel like that's probably the best part of this whole situation for me. I have gained touch again with my creativity. I feel like I kind of lost touch with it for a while just because I was so focused on other things, but not having much to do has allowed me to get back into it, get back into making things and taking on creative projects. And then finally, for this category, I am going to talk about skating. It kind of started out because my friends in England sent me loads of snaps of them skating and I got a bit of FOMO. So I went on a mission to find my old penny board, did that, and now I've been practicing. It's been like a few months now, and I think it's a good hobby because not only does it make you go out, it is kind of a bit of exercise. Like, I can feel it in like my knees and my ankles sometimes.
But then I do have dodgy legs, so
I'm now going to talk about the mindset category and just little changes and habits that I've made to make my mindset a bit better. So I've been practicing the law of attraction. I originally found out about this a few years ago. I was still in school and I actually invested quite a bit of time looking into it, researching it, and I did practice it for quite a while, but I eventually just stopped. I don't know why. I don't think there was a particular reason. I think I just gradually forgot about it. Although I don't necessarily believe that you say something, you just ask for it and you receive it automatically, I do think that it does heavily impact your mindset and the way you go about achieving your goals or getting things that you want. I do think it affects the likelihood of you achieving something just simply because of the mindset that it puts you in. For example, if you're practicing the law of attraction, let's say because you want a car, okay? And you visualize yourself having a car, you imagine the feeling, you visualize yourself driving that car, you will then eventually get it. And that could be because it's something you want, so you're going to work for it, whether you look up for new job opportunities, maybe work a bit of overtime, or maybe even you just put it out there, you tell a friend, you know what, I want to save up for a car, and that friend might actually know someone who is selling their car, and that way you get a car cheaper than what you would if you were like gonna buy it, which means that you're going to save up quicker, or you might be able to afford it already, and bam, you've got a car. Talking about visualizing things and practicing the law of attraction, something that ties into this is having an impossible list. Now, I found out about this not too long ago when Unjaded Jade posted a video about it on her channel. I will leave a link to that in the description. But the way she describes it in her video is a more actionable version of a bucket list. So you write down all your goals and stuff, but you have to revisit it. You have to build on those goals, add new ones. Next up, we have journaling. For a very long time, I've been on and off journaling. I tried out pretty much any journal you can think of. Okay, so I'm sorry if the camera angle changed, ran out of battery. But anyway, I was saying that the reason I started journaling was kind of sad, but I'm going to share the story with you. Basically, at the beginning of this year, mentally I wasn't doing my best. I had a lot of things going on and happening in my personal life, and things happened within my family, my friends, and also on a global scale, and it all started to affect my mental health. It got to the point where I had really bad nightmares. Like, I had nightmares every single day. I wouldn't want to go to sleep because I knew that I was going to have a nightmare or multiple nightmares. I normally had about 3 or 4 nightmares each night, and it got to the point where I didn't want to go to sleep so that I didn't have nightmares, and then I would wake up like really early and then I would go to bed really late. That was then affecting my day, and it was just kind of like a snowball effect. And I reached out to the mental health services on my campus. I was like, I need to get some help. You have to request an appointment through their website. They basically didn't respond to me for at least 6 weeks, and I was getting really frustrated and it was getting worse, and I was like, right, I need to figure this out, I need to do something, and I was like, let's write it out. It was worse because that was the second time that happened to me, but after that I continued doing it. At the start it was when something negative would happen or when I felt down. Gradually I started writing about other things as well, like I started writing down like things that I was grateful for. I write down like my current playlist or what song I'm listening to while I'm writing. I would also write about my nightmares as well. I still write about them because I still get nightmares. At least it's not every single night and not 3 times a night. But yeah, it's not something that I commit to doing every single day. It's just whenever I feel like picking up my journal and writing in it, I will do so. And finally, I do want to talk a little bit more about the things that make me happy in general. Since I've been home, I've had the opportunity to spend lots and lots of time with my pets. From having cuddles with the cats, taking the dog to the beach or on walks, or throwing stones for her to fetch in the garden. Also, I've really enjoyed going to the horse and combing her mane and just bonding over how annoying flies are. Then we've got trying new things. I've tried quite a few new things since being back and since quarantine. I've tried to learn how to animate. I've tried things like new aesthetics. I tried out the cottagecore aesthetic for a video, experimenting with new skills and editing styles. Like I did that green screen video a few months ago now where I just travelled the world, but I had a green screen and I just like edited myself in different places around the world.
3, 2, 1.
I can't accept that.
You can!
Check that out if you haven't seen it. I am so proud of that video. Finally, the last thing that I'm going to be talking about is using a planner. So I use this planner here. It is my academic planner by Jack Edwards, one of the YouTubers that I mentioned at the beginning of this video actually, and he has a brand called Ink Outside the Box. This is last year's academic planner. I am now waiting for this year's to arrive. It should be arriving soon. But yeah, having a planner and just writing things in, like this is a page from April. Wow, this was a busy week, can't relate. Yeah, using this planner, even if it's just to write in just some random bits and pieces that I need to do, it really helps me feel like I've got a schedule and a routine, which is what I thrive on, to be honest. I need structure, and yeah, having this definitely helps me do so. I'll leave a link to his store as well in the description if you want to check that out. Anyway, so I think that concludes it for today's video. If you watched up until the end, then thank you so much. Please do leave a comment letting me know what you've been doing to survive 2020, how you have been coping, some habits that you've picked up or just habits that you already had that have helped you get through the year. I really hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it. I hope that some of my recommendations would help you out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in my next video on Monday. Bye!
Yeah, I would
This is when you were
visualize,
broken poor.
right, having directors interested in me and people that I respected saying, I like your work or whatever that is, and I would visualize things coming to me that I wanted or whatever. Drive home and think, well, I do have these things. They're out there. I just don't have a hold of them yet, but they're out there.